This is so funny. Okay. We have an earth angel. That's you, collective. Male or female, take it how it resonates. You divine masculine watching or divine feminine. And there's a Karmisha, all right? Or Carmelo, apply how it resonates for you. They're on Instagram pretending to be like a model, or they just like to take pictures a lot, but there's really a link somewhere in the bio right there to the OnlyFans, okay? And then they also have botched teeth or a botched BBL. If they got their lips done, they got a botched lip job, like the injections, whatever. Something's botched, it looks weird. And it says here, they're running out of time. They have a contract with the devil. And it says here in the dream state. And then we have change perspective. So I'm getting like an earth angel, all right? This person, you, or this, if this is not about you, this is about your divine masculine or divine feminine going through this karmic cycle, completing it, healing, and then getting into alignment with you, all right? That's what this reading is about. We're giving you the progress, okay? Spirit is letting you know how they're doing, what's going on with the karmic, why they don't want to let go, and blah, 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 okay? All right, so this person changed their perspective. I feel like it's somebody who doesn't want to be with a karmic no more. And now the karmic started bippity bopping. They have a contract with the devil here. They were trying to do something in the dream state. They can make you eat something. They can make you have sexual relations with them in the dream state. And they could bind you to shit, They could do shit like that in the dream state. All right. But you are a chosen one. You are an earth angel. That shit don't rock over here. Okay. But that's what they think that they can do. So let me pull now some more cards and see what is this about. Okay. Let's see what is this changed perspective. Let's start off with that. Clarify, Holy Spirit. Changed perspective. Come on, come on, come on. Wait, I feel like it's too much. So let me just break it in half. We got ritual. All right. Change perspective. What can we get with change perspective? There we go. Oh, the ritual card came out again. Oh my God. You could be seeing angel number 444, which is talking about spiritual protection. Like I just said right now, you a chosen one. All right. This bippity bopping shit they trying to do, it don't rock with you. You are protected. So like I said... And right now, how I just said too much, and look, divorce, yeah, like somebody could feel like the karmic is too much because I felt like it was just too many cards for me to shuffle, so I had to split it in two. So that was definitely not a coincidence. Someone feels like that about the karmic, like the karmic is just doing too much, and they feel like they need to split, okay? Yes, and then we have divorce. So yeah, the same thing. They could be married. If they're not married, they just, divorce in the sense that they want to be apart. They don't want to be with this karmic any longer, all right? So that's why we have here this ritual, okay? Because this karmic is not trying to let go. They don't want this person to change their perspective. They don't want this person to see clearly who they are. They want to keep this person stuck. Tell me more with this ritual and this change perspective. Look, they don't want, the hermit is looking, you see how they're looking into something? This is also becoming more enlightened, going within, all right? Trusting your intuition, seeing beyond the illusions and the bullshit, because now they're tapped in. They're following their intuition. They're going deeper into their spiritual journey. This is what the karmic does not want them to do. All right, we have here, yep, and look, confirmation. So this is why they don't want them to do this, because when this person awakens and they start to spiritually go within, they start to, listen to their intuition, they start to see the signs, the synchronicities, they start to see clearly with this hermit energy, they're going to see that the karmic ain't shit, okay? They're going to want to throw away the karmic. They're going to want to get rid of the karmic, toss them out, throw them in the trash, because they are trash, okay? So that's why this karmic is doing these damn rituals, because again, they don't want them to see them for who they truly are, that they ain't shit, and then they're going to get rid of them, which is what we're seeing now, and it's over for them, all right? So that's the goal. Yeah, look, confirmation. You cannot make this up. All right, it says here, cutting out separation, stop the pattern. Yes, silent treatment. Yes, 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 all of that. Okay, so that's what the change perspective is about. All right, divine masculine is seeing clearly. Let me go ahead and pull from this pile now and see what we could get. Give me something else, Holy Spirit, with this change perspective, the ritual. Damn, okay. Look, protection. This It's giving more so like it says actual protection. All right. But I'm getting like, you know, like they are protecting themselves. Again, like I said, 444 is spiritual protection. This person, they are protecting themselves in every way from this karmic. All right. Because of their changed perspective. They're protecting themselves spiritually. They're staying away from them, having boundaries, definitely having boundaries physically. They don't want to sexually connect with this person either. Put that like that. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Oh, we got a lot of cards. Okay. Okay, so look, not happy. Seven of Wands is fighting for something. All right. Wanting to keep on defending it. Wanting to keep on, you know, fighting for it. Feeling like it's worth the fight. In the reverse, no. Someone does not feel like it's worth the fight, you know, and this is not making the karmic happy. Wow, you cannot make this up. Nine of Cups in the reverse. This is wish fulfillment. This is happiness, you know, feeling fulfilled, feeling complete, feeling whole, you know. In the reverse, this person, he does not feel happy. He does not feel complete. He does not feel fulfilled with this karmic. And look, more confirmation, not happy. Even if it's not, you know, like let's just remove the picture here. It's someone who's not happy, which is the same thing as the Nine of Cups. But I feel like definitely this is the karmic who's not happy either because they're not happy with her and they don't want to fight for this connection. All right, we have here the Ace of Wands and the King of Swords. Wow. So I feel like he's having strong boundaries. All right, because the King of Swords energy is someone that is you know, he could be a little bit cold sometimes, you know, and I feel like he's having to be like this around this karmic because this karmic doesn't want to understand, you know. So it's like he's having very strong boundaries with this King of Swords energy, because with the Ace of Wands, he wants something new. All right, he wants a new beginning, he wants a new chapter, a new cycle, something different, something that's not a karmic. Okay, like he's awakening, and that's what God is aligning him with now, his divine feminine. So that's what he wants. He wants something new. He wants a new cycle, a new chapter. So this karmic doesn't want them to do that. Let's see what else we could get. What else, Holy Spirit? So they have a contract though with the devil here. This could be, if it's not the devil, some type of entity that they're working with. All right, they are making offerings to this entity. They're trying to do this by a certain time. Okay, they have a timeline that they have to do this, a time frame that they have to do this, and it looks like it's too late for them. It was gonna be like that anyways because, you know, they was never meant to be. So yeah. All right, so the letter H, somebody's first name, middle name, last name has an H in it. Let's see, tell me more. Wow, H for herpes? Is that so? Oh my God. Yo, listen. Again, sexual protection. He could have, with change perspective, he could have found that out too. All right, divine masculine could have found out. And look, your new divine soulmate is coming in. So yeah, that's what he's waiting for. He wants a new beginning with the soulmate right here, the new cycle with the soulmate. He's having strong boundaries, as he should. Especially now, you know, after he's, with change perspective, he's seen the truth about who she is and finding out somebody got herpes. Well, damn. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Wow, HIPAA law violation? So that's how somebody found out that they got herpes. HIPAA law, somebody works in healthcare and they was not supposed to tell divine masculine or tell anybody that this person has herpes. Well, listen, shout out to them. Okay, God is gonna bless you, but I feel like you could get sued though. So I don't know. This person, they could get sued and fired. Let me know, the healthcare workers, in the comments, all right? But I feel like that's what it is. You know, if you violate the HIPAA laws, you could get fired and sued. All right, somebody did that. They violated. They looked into the karmic's records and they told divine masculine. All right, or they told somebody. Oh shit. All right, so yeah, they doing God's work. Okay. That's why, again, we got sexual protection. They were like, yo, you need to let me see what comes out with that card. But it's like, yo, you need to stay woke, bro. Stay woke, bro. Maybe it was a guy. I don't know why I said it like that. Stay woke, bro. Spirit, tell me about this HIPAA law violation. What can we get with that? Needing time, cycles. Oh, look how it says time to heal. Oh. What's at the bottom? Oh. Yo, betrayal, deceit, backstabbing, traitor, unworthy of trust. Yo, somebody, maybe this person knows the karmic and they work in the healthcare and they told divine masculine because they betrayed the karmic. They you know, the karmic is looking at them like a backstabber, like a traitor. Like they cannot trust them. Like they betrayed them because they I'm telling you, because they saw that the karmic has herpes. So with the clock, you know, this is again something about the timing, running out of time. Maybe they told this masculine that it says needing time, cycles, takes time. You know, like maybe there was like, listen, you need to give her time, or no, because it says herpes. You cannot, you know, naturally there's ways. Allegedly, that's what I heard. I don't know. I'm not gonna say nothing. Okay, I'm not gonna get into that. But some people don't know that and they stay stuck with that. You know, so it's something here about the clock. Like, let's see. Let me pull the title and see what's that about. What is this clock about, Holy Spirit? Oh, you know what just came to my mind? On the clock. And that's why I just saw Eight of Pentacles when I was shuffling. I think that's what Spirit was trying to tell me. When they was on the clock. I'm telling you, somebody works in healthcare. Clarify this clock, Holy Spirit. The Four of Swords is someone who's sick. Look, and Temperance, trying to get back into balance, trying to, you know, like trying to heal, trying to, you know, be patient. Okay, Temperance is about being patient as well. Again, it says here, needing time. And this is someone who is sick, okay? In the upright, you're healing. See that? What is it? Right here. Healing, okay? Resting, taking a break, healing yourself. In the reverse, you are sick. You are sick. So, with the Temperance trying to get back into balance, okay? Trying to heal, trying to work on themselves. All right? Bottom of the deck, we got the Seven of Cups. So, that's like illusions, you know? Like an illusion, being confused. That's also confusion. So, I'm getting that they told this divine masculine, like, listen, this is somebody who works there. That's what I'm getting with the clock for sure. And it's something about them, like listen, they got this, they need to heal, they're sick, you know, you need to be easy, you know, you need to wait. Because look, Ace of Wands is also, you see how it says aphrodisiac, you know, this is also in another deck, is a big wand that looks like a wiener. So it's like, they're like, yo, you need to be patient. Because you know, when it comes to this type of engagement, of having any type of relations with this person, because they are sick. Somebody told that to them, as they should, but you know, they could get in trouble. All right. So there was a lot of illusions, a lot of confusion about that. And somebody told them that. All right. So clarify more into this. They told divine masculine, like, why? Why did they tell them this? Maybe she likes, you know, she likes him. Oh, wow, look at this. Because he's a good person. Because he's coming out of the upright. He could be a Cancer. You see the 6-9 there? He could be a Cancer. Emotionally balanced. He's coming out in the upright. This is divine masculine energy. All right? He's not a karmic. He's not coming out in the reverse. Okay? Where he's emotionally immature and all this other shit. We're talking about someone who's a good person. All right, he's healed. It says here he's emotionally balanced, emotional mastery, heart-centered, kind-hearted. All right, he's a good person, understanding, highly intuitive, diplomatic, self-aware, artistic, psychic, feeling, everything. This is him. This is divine masculine. This is you. I don't know if I'm talking to you. Two of Swords. There was a blindfold here. You wasn't aware of this. It says difficult decision, weighing options, avoidance, deadlock, stalemate, thinking before decision, stagnation, and choices. You had a choice. Again, you had a choice. There was confusion, and somebody was like, yo, again, it could be a homie, because I'm like, the way I said it was like, yo, bro, stay woke, bro, stay woke. Okay, like, listen, that's what I'm getting. Maybe it was a guy that works in the hospital or something like that, or in a doctor's office. They have access to this, and they risked their livelihood and getting sued to tell their person, I was gonna say their person, their homie. So maybe it is their homie. They somebody knows him, and they told him. That's it. And they told him because he's a good person. All right. They told him about, okay, Knight of Wands, this person in the reverse who's reckless. Knight of Wands reverse is a show off, and it's reckless. Someone who's reckless. Okay, someone who's being reckless. Maybe they came to the doctor that they work in. Like, I'm seeing like a whole movie in my head right now. They came to the doctor, and they was like, wait, I know that person. You know, that person looks familiar. And they was like, yo, bro. And they told them, that's it. Maybe, you know, they just don't, some people don't give a fuck, you know, fuck it. They don't care. And that person did not care. That person told them that this karmic has herpes, and they told them to stay woke. Wow. Yeah. Shout out to that person. Okay. Oh my God, Karmisha, that's crazy. All right, let me see what else we can pull from. Anything from here, Holy Spirit? A man that got a vasectomy is involved, or maybe this is what you're planning to do. I don't know. Somebody, or maybe they was trying to get you to do that. It says here a side job, side hustle. So somebody has a side job, a side hustle. Tell me more. All right, and we have here they're not ready for commitment. So yeah, we know that. We know that the Karmisha is not ready for commitment at all. Like, we see that. Anything else? Apologies are said, but they're never meant. Okay, so this is why Spirit is saying that the karmic is not ready for commitment, because they're gonna come to you with an apology. We've been picking up on this energy for the last couple of days, that they're gonna come to you with an apology, or they're gonna call you something about a fake ass apology, and it's only because they want to use you and they want to keep you stuck. All right, we can see here they're doing voodoo on you to try to make you come back, or for you to be under their spell and see them differently, doing rituals on you, all this other shit that they're doing, and now they're gonna try to come back and they're gonna try to apologize, but this isn't a fake apology. All right, J Cole could be significant. The letter J could be significant. Cole could be significant as well. All right, so somebody needs to be aware of that. Anything else, Holy Spirit? They want your spiritual inheritance. They want your blessings. All right. We have December. Sagittarius or Capricorn is significant. So, yeah, look how it says voodoo backfire. Okay. Yes, the voodoo keeps backfiring. All right. They keep trying to steal your inheritance. Okay. Your blessings. So this is, again, why they want to bind you to them. Like I said, they just want to use you. All right. You are an earth angel, believe it or not, divine masculine, all right? You are a chosen one. So you are a blessed individual, okay? And you have this abundant energy that is attached to you, okay? Like we all have a spiritual inheritance. And this karmic, she knows that because she be doing readings on you. She knows that you have an inheritance. It could be a physical one. Maybe there's, maybe a relative left you something, all right? But spiritual inheritance, like, you are blessed and you have a very blessed, abundant future, okay? And she could see that in the readings that she does. So she's trying to lock you in so she could trap you, and she could experience your blessings. She wants to be there. This could also be another thing that they do is destiny swap. Okay, so she could be trying to destiny swap with your divine feminine, the one that she sees in the cards that you are meant to be with. Okay, and she could be trying to do a destiny swap to be able to have the spiritual inheritance, because there's people that they are cursed and their bloodline is cursed, and they are meant to go through struggle and shit like that. And if they could break the curse, good. All right, but it's given like she's meant to go through that. She's cursed, her bloodline is cursed, and she's not breaking no fucking generational curse. She's not a chosen one. She's not one of us. All right, we the ones breaking generational curses in our bloodline. We are the ones freeing our ancestors. She ain't doing nothing. She keeps doing this right here, working with the devil, doing voodoo and shit like that on people. She's continuing the curse. So she needs someone like you, divine masculine, anyone who's divine, who's abundant, so that they could leech on to their destiny. That's what they want. So she could be able to just live off of your blessings, and that's not gonna happen. All right, God already has a plan for you and your divine feminine. It's already written. That's what these karmics don't understand. They need to do their research before they get into this shit. But these bitches don't even know how to read. We saw the other day they got low IQ. Like they don't know how to do no damn research. All right, we got 45 to 55 years old and someone who's 15 to 25. A youngin. All right, there's a youngin here, a YN. All right, Karmisha could be fucking around with a YN for some of y'all. All right, anything else, Holy Spirit? Keep on fucking around, ho. Confirmation. Here we go. Herpes. Okay. She's burning. Confusion. Confirmation again. They wanted you confused. Right here. There was confusion. They wanted divine masculine confused. They wanted you to not know that this bitch was burning. All right. And God had to use this person to tell you the truth. Whoever works in the healthcare, like they told him. All right. And physically abusive. Okay. So this karmic is someone who's physically abusive. All right. Spiritually, we saw that too yesterday, that she's spiritually abusive, physically abusive, in every sense, verbally abusive. Everything is abusive with that bitch. Okay. All right. So let me pull now some names. All right. Let's see. Holy Spirit, who's involved? If you see your name here, this is giving you confirmation. There's a message here for you. If you see the karmic's name, there's your confirmation they're involved. If you don't see any name, this is just another layer of confirmation for someone. So you take what resonates and you leave what doesn't. Okay. Kiana, Mark, Ken, Tony, Valerie, Palmer, Nazireth, Evangela, Candy, Brian, Keith, Gabriel, Kemp, Dream, Bill, Matt, Randolph, Joelle, Lamisha, Angelina, Z, Mariah, Marianne, Robinson, Tommy, Sherry, Daisy, Octavia, Lopez, Daskin, Adam, Ballard, Cordell, Roger, Daryl. Did I say Daryl twice? No. Okay. Stephen, Lauren, Glover, and Samson. Esau, Aisha, Carolyn, Gloria, Frank, Tracy, Hendrick, and Patty. One more. Kyle, Donnell, John, Nicholas, Butler, Stephen or Stephen. I guess that's Stephen because I just saw Stephen, so I'm just going to say Stephen. Barbara, Jason, Carla, Muller, Macarena, Tonda, and Shane. Let me pull now one from the other name deck. The older one. Oh, we got 2 cards instead of 1. Okay. Let's begin. It's a lot of names on this one. All right. Ria, Olga, Luisa, Medina, Ruiz, Perez, Eric, Gonzalez, Laurie, Miles, Gianni, Jeffrey, Brown, Primo, Dodge, Evans, Aguirre, Sosa, Sanchez, Figueroa, Cristina, Saucedo, Julie, Kenny, Jewel, Dustin, Cindy, Janie, Merritt, Santiago, Eve, Sean, Olivia, Jocelyn, Brenda, Miranda, Lee, Maritza, Ace, Gordon, Guzman, Adrian, Tim, Luna, Hernandez, Rich, Bell, Norman, Misty, Adkins, Richards, Tito, Destiny, Kenya, Sarah, Taylor, here we go with this Stephen again, and Ford, Sylvia, Bria, Frederick, Twan, Shakita, Carrie, Darius, Burnett, Angela, Reyes, Croft, Paige, Tammy, Baker, Warren, Lizzie, Travis, Shakara, Saunders, Dennis, India, Rivera, McClellan, Margie, Presley, Cynthia, Mills, Melina, Latrice, Andre. Somebody told me to write Jew the third. Okay, so Jew the third, or Jew could be significant for somebody. Melina, Latrice, Omarion, Griffin, Williams, and Marianne. Let me pull some signs. We already got Capricorn and Sagittarius. Somebody's birthday in December. Let me pull some more signs. Damn. Capricorn. Wow. Heavy on the Capricorn. Look at that. Capricorn, Capricorn. All right. Taurus and Virgo could be significant as well. But damn. Heavy on the Capricorn. Okay. Oh, confirmation. We got Taurus again. All right. Tell me more. Okay. We got a Leo. This could be you, divine masculine. This is Karmisha. This could be somebody that's involved. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Virgo. Okay, so Virgo confirmation again. Let me get one more. Scorpio. All right. Oh, there's one behind that one. Aquarius. All right. That's what I got, y'all. I hope I was able to bring clarity and confirmation to whoever needed to receive this tea. Peace.